Tweaktown's here taking a look at BenQ's XL2720Z 144Hz gaming monitor, and we're just going to walk you through the on-screen display options and get an idea of how well they work and how easy they are to use. So as you can see, you've got your touch sensitive buttons here that light up when you get close, and the buttons are well labeled next to the button that you need to click. So for instance, you just tap it and it'll select blur reduction, and then you've got your arrow keys, your selection key, and your back key. And if we enable blur reduction, you can see how it darkens the display. We didn't find blur reduction really did anything. However, if we go back, we can see the various picture options that are pre-made. You can set these profiles and then select them using the switch controller that comes with the monitor. You can also use that to navigate the on-screen display, which is quite nice, and we will cover that here in a few seconds. Right now we just want to run through the display mode. What's really one of the cool features of this monitor is you can change it to feature just different monitor sizes and aspect ratios, and then it'll do the scaling by itself. For instance, this is a 19-inch 4x3 monitor, and it automatically scales the picture down. And then you also have your full complement of menu options, including display, which has various adjustments. You got all your picture adjustments: brightness, contrast, black equalizer, blur reduction, color temperature, hue, etc. You've got a few advanced picture settings, so you can change your picture mode, which would be the profiles. You've got your Sensei demo, your dynamic contrast, your overscan, and your display mode, which is again the reduced size scaling. And then of course you can save the settings to a profile. And then you've got your various settings that you can change for the on-screen display, including the language, the clock, or the display time, the OSD lock, as well as you can add some custom keys to these three keys right here. And then you can also navigate the menu using the switch thing here. So if you press down on the red scroll wheel, it will bring the menu up. You can select your gamer profile that's saved via the buttons here, and then you can scroll through the options. A click down on the red wheel takes you into the menu, then which you can scroll through using the scroll wheel, and then it's got a back key to take you back. All in all, the on-screen menus are pretty decent on this monitor, but we're not a huge fan of the touch buttons. As I say in the review, the power button sometimes has issues being pressed, especially when the monitor is off. It sometimes doesn't read your click the first time. But all in all, it's a pretty good on-screen display setup.